Welcome to Tran Plays Vestaria Saga. Normally I don't start on a main menu, because I prefer to jump straight into things. However, there is no full screen option. It's full screen battles, yes, but that's different. I think that's for in the game. Now, to turn on full screen mode, you get out of this right click. To turn on full screen mode, you hit F4 on your keyboard. It is not in the settings option. That's why I'm starting here. I guess it's gonna make my mouse move around everywhere, which I don't like having it in the way. So we're gonna actually turn off mouse controls. Does that hide it from me? Turn off mouse snap, maybe also. Oh, I just hit escape, and that closed the game. We're back. Let me see what the button is. X? Yes, X will get us out. Okay. So when I turned off mouse control, right click wouldn't take me out, but hitting escape would just pop me to the desktop. And it takes about 20-30 seconds for the game to load up. Let's go ahead and begin now. The story thus far. After a ship carrying a Solvian imperial diplomat was mistakenly set ablaze in Meledian waters, the Solvian Emperor Manius declared war on the island kingdom. Led by the famed General Ajax, Solvia's imperial forces soon invaded Meledian shores. Once Meledia suffered a critical defeat in the Battle of Frist, the Empire quickly swooped in to seize the royal capital of Regina. Crushed beyond any hope of recovery, Melida was forced to watch its invaders brutally rob them of their 500-year-old kingdom. And so, 1 year passed. Once thought to have gone missing, the young Princess Athel miraculously returned to the royal capital and fought valiantly to free her people. The one who fought bravely by her side and helped lead her to victory was none other than Zadrian, the young heir to the Duchy of Redessa. Melida praised Zadrian as a national hero, showering him with fame and glory that far exceeded what they had once shown his elder brother Zacharias, the kingdom's finest paladin. But seeing what his astounding victory had caused only filled young Zade's heart with pain. Zek was not only engaged to the princess, he was also the acting commander of the Meledian army, and most importantly, he was Zade's big brother, the man who Zade loved and respected more than anyone else. Feeling like his very presence had become a stain on his dear brother's reputation, Zade decided to leave the capital and set off on a new journey to the Temenos of Vesta. In January of 1026 CC, Zade put his homeland behind him once more and headed north. Joining him on his quest was Accord Roland, a student of Sphire's Magic Academy and the daughter of a man who once saved Zade's life, as well as 2 unusual mercenaries they happened to encounter along the way. Our tale begins one fateful afternoon as Zade and his party finally near the end of the perilous mountain trail. The grand colliery of Janneth looms on the horizon. But what else awaits them along the final stretch? That moved kind of fast reading aloud. Chapter 1, A Deadly Departure, Janneth Ridge. Whew, how about a rest, Zade? What ails you, Accord? You're usually the last of us to want a reprieve. We've been hiking since the crack of dawn, in case you hadn't noticed. My feet are positively screaming. As strenuous as it may be, we should hurry on. The terrain here is poor, which would leave us at a severe disadvantage were we to flee. No, the enemy couldn't ask for a better place to mount an assault on us. Enemy? Asher, what are you talking about?
Someone's been following us ever since we left the inn this morning, and it seems that you're the only one who didn't notice.
What? That's it? I mean, big brother, you noticed it too? Ever since we left in the morning, an unsettling feeling has been pecking at the back of my neck. They must be hired assassins, and experts at that. Waguri Assassins? You mean someone's put a bounty on our heads? On your heads, to be precise. My younger sister and I are but humble mercenaries. What could anyone have to gain from offing us? Now, I don't know what exactly you two are, but it's painfully clear you're more than a couple of common wayfarers. Surely you must have a hunch or two as to who sent these death dealers after you. But what are you accusing us of? We're simply 2 innocent siblings making a peaceful pilgrimage to the land of Sanctum. How dare you? Enough, Accord. I've seen through the ruse. Forgive me, Ashram. You've the right of it. But believe me when I say we never had any intention of dragging you two into this. So you do know who sent them. I can't be sure, but as of now, there are indeed a great number of people who hate me and would love to see me dead. Over the past year, I killed many. May have had no choice, but it's still killing all the same. I see. Well, as they say, what's done is done. More importantly, what fun is traveling without good company? I'll happily lend you my blade until you arrive at Janneth if you'll have it. Really? That was the last thing I expected you to say. I'm a man who repays his debts, and I still owe your companion for what she did for me back at Latvia. It's as simple as that. I would need you to agree to one condition, however. Sujata is not to be put in danger under any circumstances. You should understand why. Of course, Sujata, make sure you keep yourself far away from combat at all times. When we encounter the enemy, you are to flee without drawing your weapon. Is that understood?
I can fight too, you know? Don't leave me out of all the fun. I hate when people do that. You too, Ashram. Don't you abandon me, not after all we've been through. You have no idea how frightening it is to be truly abandoned.
It's mealtime, boys! Be sure to keep proper distance so we can pick them off one by onesies. Word is, we got a whopper on our hands. This here's a job for the Duke himself. Who gives a heck what the job's for? We do the killing, we get paid. Nothing more to it than that. And we gets to make him suffer all we want to. Boy, do I feel sorry for whoever takes the end of this poison dagger. No quick death for them, no siree. Slow and agonizing. Just the way I likes them. Alright, bring it in, yo horizons. Time to earn your dinner. Impress me, and I'll even give you a little extra out of the kindness of my own black heart. Just don't let me catch you slacking off. Boss, wouldn't we be able to earn more by attacking the mining town instead of random travelers? The town? Oh, the town? Of course, why don't we attack the town? Because there's bloodthirsty monsters living in that hellhole, that's why. An ex-gladiator mercenary who's built like a tank, a savage Valkyrie who swings her axe around like it's a blade of grass. They've even got some genius deadshot who can fill men full of arrows before they lay a single eye on her. I sent the group over to pillage that place only a few days ago. You think any of them came back? Gods, I'd rather box Margot himself than tangle with those lunatics. They'll kill you 10 times over. Yeesh. Okay, forget what I said. No wonder you're our boss, Aristotle. You're so bleeding smart. You're the pride of every last Jannethian Brigand. Ah! Tell me something I don't know for once. Alright, enough chit-chat. It's time for you cave rats to go out and bring home the bacon. Any traveler who makes it over those peaks is bound to have some treasure on them. Go on, you know the drill. Kill the men, steal what they've got, and throw them to the valley. Then seize their women, steal what they've got, and bring them back to me. Got it, friends? No mercy. You hear me? Now where are those smiles I love to see? Let's go out and have some fun! Yahoo! Alright, looks like we are surrounded between two bandit types. That's an interesting start. So this game has actually been out for a while, to my understanding, and it's only just been translated to English. It definitely... Let's see here. Guess we should start with dealing with one group first, and we'll turn right around and deal with these guys. Let's take a look. So you are Dagger Dancer. Alright. The game has just released as of today. I'm starting to record this at 8, so I will do the first chapter, edit it, and render it, and publish it ASAP so we can kind of see what the turnaround time is.
In the cemetery up ahead sleep the valiant knights who once fought to the death in order to protect one of the circlet maidens. They were paladins from the Temenos, which means their resting place is sacred ground. Don't get any ideas, you hear me?
Alright. Guess we'll send an Archliege first and see what that does. Can you guess what this knife's been laced with? Poison! Poor little thing, you're as good as dead now. I mean to do that. Gotta make sure I don't hit escape. Okay, this has a range of 1 to 2, and this has a range of 1. Okay. Business is business, friends. Ain't nothing personal, capiche? So I can do 2 hits with this, and they can do 2 hits against me. Oh! So that's why you had such a big bounty on your heads. Just my luck. I thought I was going to do 9 damage. I'm not reading these numbers correctly, but we'll be alright. Why didn't these guys move? Okay. Maybe he's just scared of me now? Alright, so it says attack 15. We'll see how much damage I actually do. And now, you will experience the true terror of our triple value combo. Skill multi-jets. But yeah, that is 15 damage. Should've went with the cheaper option. Alright, that's one side done. Turn around and get ready to face the next group. This land's blessed with an abundance of different herbs, and I make my living selling them to the free people of Atlanta. But they can't make it to Roseport right now on account of that damn Civil War. Oh, that reminds me. The story about the hero who fell to Netherdrake's been the talk of the Sanctum for a while now. It was the Prince of Solace who slayed the dreaded atmosphere, they say. Hardly more than a boy with long golden hair and a soft face like a lass. They've already made a play out of the tale too, and I'm sure you can imagine how popular it is. Especially since it's a tale about a handsome prince who falls in love with a beautiful princess. The teenage girls in town can't get enough of it. Must be nice. If I ever get another chance at this whole life thing, that's the kind of man I'd want to be born as. Oops, sorry. There I go, running my mouth again. Here are some herbs as thanks for letting me talk your ear off. Nah, don't worry about it. My parents taught me the importance of being kind to travelers. Just watch out for those brigands up ahead, you hear? I don't like the tick 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 sound, but Symphony of War does ding 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 ding, so I don't know. Why didn't they attack? Alright, it says attack 6. Maybe no, it wasn't a crit. I don't know. It says attack 6 hits 2. Let's see here. It is 6 damage. I must have. Maybe I'm looking at a different number right before I did the mage thing. Attack. It says attack. Okay, it says 20 now. Okay, I'm not sure why it says 20 now. When I go back one, it says attack 9. Maybe it adds weight and subtracts their resistance or something. I don't know. We'll worry about the stats once we can start looking at our units. So, like Fire Emblem, our weapons have a certain amount of uses. Unlike Symphony of War does not have that. I don't like durability items, but whatever. Can't really see his stats or anything. Alright, well. Since he has a range of 2, we will have to close in. And does he get to walk on these? Is that like his trait as a mountaineer? He gets to walk on crags? He had a range of 2. I don't know why he didn't counterattack. Vampire Axe, huh? Can I cancel my moves and stuff? Yeah. Oh, what if I... Okay, if I hit X on him instead of Enter, I can see some of his information. One of Aristotle's men fell in love with the vampire axe he found in a graveyard. Oh, all these guys have... Do they... Aristotle's left-hand man loves his hatchets. Boss of the brigands is smart enough to pick his fights. Aristotle's right-hand man, and an expert when it comes to longbows. Wow, all of them have a description? I wanted to see what everybody's descriptions are. Maybe not. Maybe they don't all have one. What if I mission objectives? How do I see what I don't want to hit escape. Escape will probably close the game again. Alright. Oh, that's not wrong button. Few objectives. Zade arrives at Janneth, or Zade dies. Okay. Then let's go ahead and escape, enter, and let the enemy close in. Nothing personal, friend, but this axe here is dying for more blood, and looks to me like you're full of the stuff. What is my evasion naturally? It says 23 right here, and a +5 from the house, so I have a 28% chance to evade that, I guess. Wait, let's go by experience. You have the least experience, so we'll send you in first. You probably get hit a bit. I've been using the wrong knife all this time. No, that's right. That's at least as far as range is going. We'll save the range 2 knife when we're actually at range 2. You wanted my blood! You see a dug-up corpse and something glowing beneath it. Would you like to pick it up? Sure, what could go wrong? Obtained item, Divine Sword.
I am a sentinel of the netherworld. All who dare to disturb the hallowed graves of the dead shall suffer.
Alright, let's see what you can do.
These lands mined were once bursting with precious ore, and the grand colliery of Janneth was the center of all of it. In time, the wagons of iron ore were replaced by those carrying copper, and as of now, there is not to be found at all. Meaning the only ones left in that city are thieves or scoundrels who profit from whatever's been stolen from the ruins. If you're someone who aims to walk the straight and narrow, you'd be wise to avoid that place. They'll rob you blind. Ah, yes, that's some alcohol which I use strictly for medicinal purposes. Care to have a sip, would you? So be it. You certainly look like you could use a drink. If you need a little medicinal pick-me-up, I'm more than happy to share.
Oh, that's nice of him. Didn't we defeat him? Or maybe it's just the second guy. I'm hitting X. Nope, I just hit escape. No! Alright, looks like there is an autosave. That's good. I thought I had to start everything all over. So I've rebound the keys. Now there you have to go into the game INI files according to the manual. So escape shouldn't get me out. It shouldn't. In fact, I've rebounded to open up my menu now. So that's good. I would definitely recommend those two things: full screen and disable that escape key or do something about it. All right. So I wanted to cancel that so I could see how far this guy could move. Let's see, because I wanted to attack the skeleton at range without being in range of the brigand. That's all I wanted. Maybe not. How much damage could you do? Let's see here. Serrated Axe. Attack 4. So I think it would just do 4 damage. Okay, I see his attack stats here, 13. So that'd be 17 damage, maybe? And we take a look at my stats. It's so odd. Which games were less console-y in key structure here? Because I'm mashing buttons to try to figure out how to get into the menu here. So it says defensive 7. So what did I say? He had 14 or something like that? So I would probably take 7 damage. He only has 12 hit points. He loses 1 hit point per turn. In the manual, it says giving him the Divine Sword will help stave off his disease. That's why he's always losing hit points. Are these guys just spawning? Because I don't know. He doesn't have a description. Yeah, these guys might just be spawning. These two, maybe? Oh, let's go and blast them again. You can't really do much with the chick being asleep. Now, since this is a translation patch, I'm going to assume me talking about how to improve the game is irrelevant here. I guess I'll just talk about it to you as the viewer, though. I would say that the dodging animation, stuff like that, kind of cool. Since there's a bunch of movement skips between each thing, perhaps they should not have the running so far. When he's running, it just looks like he's skipping. So I think it'd be better if it was a shorter distance. Wow, they're just swarming from all over the place. How far can you move? I can get away, it looks like. I'm sure this is going to be seen as a waste to hit this dude with 4 HP with a spell book, but I just want to keep moving. Sure, I could farm for experience, but that's not something I'm worried about right now, because I do want to get this video out while it's relevant. Oh, cancel. No. Ah! Can you not move further than this? I guess the hills take way too much. Let's go ahead and push forward and see what the enemy chooses to do.
Alrighty then. Which one of you is going to entertain me first?
Enemy sighted southeast. Fire! Actually southwest, but I can understand it being dialogue. Okay, that's good, because I probably would have lost Ashram otherwise, I'm gonna assume.
Caesar? What are you doing? If you even think about leaving Hilda alone back there, you'll be sorry.
Just cool it for a minute, will you? Now that all our mercenaries have run off, there isn't much that we can do on our own. According to the last news I heard from the capital, there's a pair of mercenaries on their way here right now as we speak. They're brother and sister, apparently. We could just hire them and go back into the ruins, and we've still got time to spare.
But Slane hasn't come back up yet, and I'm so worried about Hilda, I can't sit still. If we take too long, who knows what might happen.
You sure about those mercenaries, Caesar? As sure as I can be. I've got a confidant in town who's been sending carrier pigeons to the capital for me. The mercenary guild told me they quit the city several days ago. Considering the distance, they should be arriving any minute now. Then I'll go get them. You two stay here until I get back.
Wait, Zade, you really expect me to stay here alone with him? I'm going with you.
Worry not, Sheila. You're hardly my type. Yes, I prefer my women with a bit more... oh, everything. What are you waiting for? Go off then, the both of you. Just don't forget the golden rule. No smooching until you finish your work. Enough of your babble. Let's go, Sheila.
Oh, right.
Might have to turn on the message scrolling speed just to make it more apparent who's talking. Because you have to look at all three of them to see which dialogue has changed. Wow, I certainly didn't expect that to happen. Ugh. To attack, hits 4 times. Put this one, 30 attack, hits twice. So we'll just go with this one for now.
Boss, we got a problem here.
You're tougher than you look. Bring it on, I say. It looked like he caught it, but really, they're both using axes. Ain't no justice in these lands. Only the villains and the nobles survive. Life's nothing but a bad joke. I wonder if he was a joinable character if I let him live. If there's enough interest in the game, we'll continue to play it. We'll continue the series, and maybe we'll even take a closer look at episode 1. Let's go and keep moving for now. Now there's a weapon triangle or something in Fire Emblem. I don't quite remember what it is though. I think swords beat axes and axes beat lances, if I remember correctly. Alright, you can stop chasing me now. I was kind of hoping I could get you to start fighting the brigands, but there really wasn't that much room to maneuver. Oh no! Good thing I was stacking everybody up for this assault. And that way I could swoop in to help protect her.
Into the Lana Sanctum? Well, in order to reach the Isle of Vesta, you'll need to head east on the road along the coast. From there, one could sail to the free city of Slan in Vesta by way of Misali Isle. Notice how I used the word could? Sadly, the eastern half of Melida has fallen into the clutches of rebels to the crown. The territory of Roseport is ruled by the Duke of Cordia, the leader of the whole damnable rebellion. Trust me, you'd best wait for the civil war to quiet down before you travel to the sanctum. Especially if you've got women folk with you. Oh, those herbs? Feel free to take some with you if you like. I certainly can't use them all up by myself and the land is full of them.
Doesn't look like I can reach that. Maybe if I... Probably just a speed thing. I don't want to necessarily step into town just yet. So I want to see what this book is. I might not be able to cross that. Might need to use the ninja lady over there. Ah. What? Why won't you walk that way? Are you not allowed to go any further? What's this? What is this? Fine. Alright, apparently that is nothing, so let's just head back this way then. Alright. You can't cross the mountains. Now, this might be totally irrelevant, but I do want to find out what's on the other side of that town before we end the chapter. You found an old tome near the ruins. Potential tome. Okay. Alright. Well, if it isn't the Big Z, it certainly has been a minute. Cesar. No wonder everyone was making such a ruckus. I'll be honest though, you were the last person I expected to run into here. Now what business could the Kingdom of Melida's heroic savior have in this rundown mess of a town? We're on our way to Lena Sanctum, and we decided to pass through here en route to Roseport. Taking the highway would most likely end up attracting too much unwanted attention. I see. Unfortunately, Roseport's a bit out of order right now. You think you've got any hope of securing a ship there? I'm not sure, but if that's the only way to Vesta, then I mean to secure one regardless of what dangers it may bring. Now, hold your horses. There's more than one way to Vesta, a far better way, in fact. What? Cesar, you better not be pulling my leg here. No profit to be found in lying to you, as far as I know. See, I've been in this town for 2 whole fortnights, and I didn't spend all my time pillaging those ruins, despite what you may think. Yes, of course. Let me guess. You also spent a fair amount of time searching out new ways of procuring denarii? Something like that. See, part of the ruins are connected to the copper mines in the mountains, and they lead out to the other side. In other words, the sea isn't the only way of getting where you need to go. What's on the other side of the mountain? A few fishing villages according to the old fogies in town, and if we can't find a single boat there, well, I'll eat my shirt. Shouldn't be too hard to convince a fisherman to take us over to Mizali. Wellsy, not too bad of a plan, is it? True, if it's as you say, that might be the smartest route for us to take. Would you be able to navigate us through the ruins, Cesar? I opened a door down there and a blast of salty sea air smacked me right in my face. You have my word, Zade. That's your ticket out of here. In that case, Cesar, I suppose we'll have to join you on your next expedition. I'm also concerned about what may have happened to Hilda. Now we're talking. We'll have nothing to fear down there if we've got the one-man army himself fighting alongside us. Oh, one thing though. After some lengthy soul-searching, I've decided never to go solo on the battlefield ever again. I've seen enough action for one lifetime, so I'm just going to stick by your side. We'll be like 2 peas in a pod, see? Absolutely inseparable. Cesar, what are you talking about? You could call me your new tactician. Yeah, I think I like the ring of that. So go out there and do your thing, Commander. Alright, so that's the conclusion of this first chapter or episode. Please let me know how you feel about this, and if it should turn into a full-fledged series. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays Vestaria Saga II. I'll see you next time.